Really quick, so we have a few other stories out here, but I want you to pick one.
So let's see here.
So we got like the Toronto video game. It makes you play as a raccoon. We got the crazy ass Black of the Dawn story. That story's wild.
I want to start with that.
The Black of the Dawn story?
Actually, what's our time here? You know what? Let's get this Rory and Mal shit out the way. And then we'll get to the Black of the Dawn.
All right, cool. Sounds good. So, yo... fuck, we should have had some Rory and Mal music.
You Rory and Mal.
Just right here. You Rory and Mal.
So you got a clip here from the Rory and Mal response. I'll name this response later.
Yes. So this is not a podcast, but obviously everybody has known, if you're out there in the podcast world, Joe Budden fired Rory and Mal on his last episode of the pod on air on the show. People were speculating why. He gave his reasoning, saying like these guys were asking for stuff that they shouldn't have. They were more employees more than anything. Said no, like he wasn't giving them anything, and he said, "Yo, this is just how it works." Yada yada yada, and you know, academics went out, ate their back out.
Academics.
And we were just wondering, obviously, what was going to happen, who was going to say something about it. And Rory did put out a poster saying, like, yo, he's going to say something. The truth will come out soon. But for now, like, it was a good run while blah, 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 and all that shit. These niggas came out with a little episode pretty much airing out their side. And
very well produced, by the way.
Yes. Super well produced. Shout out Mal with the drip. Unfortunately, well, it's not unfortunately. I'm not smoking on the Rory pack anymore. I take that back. I definitely take it back. I apologize, Rory. But yeah, you want to run a clip before we get into the whole what our opinions of it is?
I'm gonna just run it somewhere in the middle because
yeah. I think that one I just
music to companies and labels, but I don't care about that because they owe us anyway. So fuck them. Never in a million years did I think you would be sitting somewhere talking crazy about me. Not a nigga like me, a nigga that ain't been nothing but stand up with you.
Like me?
As long as you know me, I never did no foul shit to Joe. Never. In fact, I've gotten Joe out of situations where it could have been bad for him. You understand what I'm saying? Like really bad for him.
I can see having a different lens.
I frontline that. Me.
That's a little bit.
That's where he talks about he gets into the consequence situation that him and his
people, that was deep.
Mal that saved that situation there, that kind of like he called up Mal and said, yo, got a little situation here, blah, blah, blah.
And Mal even baited himself out in like being transparent. Like, yo, I was never a broke nigga. I never was like a broke nigga hiding detergent.
Yeah,
I probably had more money than you because I was getting it in
there. And you're like, I don't want to say too much. Yeah,
Rory doing things that I didn't even have.
Rory had to kind of like pull him back like, whoa, buddy. Like, yeah.
It kind of, for Joe Budden, you know, because we're obviously fans of the Joe Budden podcast. You know how they always make jokes about, yo, Mal, you know, Mal's on the corner with the pack. It's kind of true.
Not even that. It's kind of, that's what Joe wanted at a Mal.
To get all of that
emotion, not even just that emotion. Mal's not that emotional, and when he does, more times they kind of like cut him off. I watched like if you pay attention to the show, when he gets emotional about certain situations, no, Mal, you always da and blah blah.
Yeah.
But when he gets in his emotional bag where he really like passionate about something, that like I felt that, fam.
Man, let's play a little bit more before we give our opinion.
Talk we have. And then that turns into something else. It's like, Joe, why is it always a problem when people are having a conversation about this show and you're not around? Like, do you feel like niggas is trying to conspire some shit behind your back? Because that's not what it is, bro. Niggas are having creative talks on how to make this shit better. I don't honor no contracts.
So this is when he's talking about the crooked eye interview that never came out.
Never put it out.
Yeah,
but the great pull-up. He said something in that pull-up that when I saw it, it stuck with me. And when the shit fell apart with us, that shit played in my head. And him and Crook were talking about, Crook said something to the extent of, but bro, we have a contract with them. We got to honor our contract. We signed this. We agreed to this. We got to honor that. And Joe's response was, I don't give a fuck about no contract. I don't honor no contracts.
And then there's a big part of it that everybody's been kind of stuck on is the accounting thing.
Yes.
So let's run that here quick fast.
This is not about money to me. Let's keep this shit moving.
Right.
Like, I don't need this shit.
Right.
We could just stick to whatever contract. I don't need this. Like, I don't need it right now.
Because you even came to me with that. You was like, yo, we should, the first month Patreon check, we should both just give it to the guys.
Yeah.
Camera guys, Savon,
Like,
Alex,
fam, these people,
Parks.
everyone looks
Parks.
like they're...
Parks.
Parks. You see how he said it more? Because that's who you heard the shots that they were giving at Parks, right?
Yeah.
They were giving a lot of shots at Park, and the fact that it's just like, oh, you're saying your real feelings now. I think Joe was one, but I think more than anyone was Parks. Because you seen how Parks was just, his whole tone was just like, well, fuck, bro. I got a good deal. I'm here. I'm doing my whole thing.
I'm good.
Yeah, like Parks, I think they were really hurt by Parks' situation. And yeah, like I told you, fam, which Mal said, when he sat down there and told him, yo, so what?
So what?
Like I said, that was an outer body experience for me where I felt it from Mal, bro. Like my heart broke because I looked at him and I seen it was done, fam. And just like Mal said, when he told me that, I was like, this shit is over. Like, how could that's like you saying that to me or Herc? Me, I can understand. We don't have, like, we're building a relationship work-wise, right?
Right.
I can understand you seeing, like, if I'm being a little bit rude or disrespectful, I'm like, yo, Friday, what's going on with these numbers, fam? What's going on with this and that and the third, blah, blah, blah. But if you said that to her, I'd be like, yeah, this podcast is done. Like, this is not going to work. Like, the relationship would just be off, fam, because it's like, it's just I understand there's a business and yes, whatever, Joe's the head, this, that, and the third, right? There has to be some sort of respect, man. And I think that's just getting lost with men. Like, just in general, niggas' egos is just getting way too big, bro. And yeah, bro, it was just
Mary hats, bro.
The niggas started wearing Mary hats, and I was just like, I like some of those hats.
No, but I hear what they were saying. I don't think they were completely dissing the hats neither. They were dissing the idea of it, right? Like, I don't think that they're jealous about Joe making more money.
No.
They're just not. They were disappointed by the way he was being changed by the money.
Yes. I think it was I think they went in as partners, and they got finessed out.
Yeah, because he wanted to put them on a salary after the contract was done. They weren't cool with that.
Yeah, he was making little jokes like, I think Rory was saying something like, oh, I would never give you that deal. And Rory was just like, fam, it's a joke.
Yeah.
And he was like he kind of took it serious kind of thing. And there was little shots that Joe was saying. And I think that's all it was. I think you got to knock Joe a little bit because even academics said it. Yo, if you made those guys feel like they had any position and da-da-da-da-da, then that's on you. And I think that's what it was.
Percentage partners.
Yeah, that's what it seemed. That's what they said, percentage partners. That's what they were. And it seemed like he finessed his way. He finessed them out of it.
Yeah, it seems that way. From their side, like, it's just very interesting because it's kind of changed the whole direction of what was going on with it. Everybody had everybody was riding with Joe.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Even people who were looking from the outside were like, yo, it's kind of fucked up for Rory and Mal, but hey, if their shit ain't right, bye. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Joe, and their timing was impeccable, fam.
Yeah.
They dropped it the same day that man dropped his. Right? His episode with his therapist.
I didn't even get through the episode because that shit popped up.
Yeah, you see?
So, I was going through the shit, and I think they were talking about Mal, and I was just like, you know what? Let me go see what Mal has to see because let me see what he see because I was checking up on Rory, and Rory said he had something coming. I check up on Mal shit. I'm like, oh shit, this nigga.
Yeah.
I'm like, this nigga drop a whole fucking. Rory's there too. Oh shit,
on video.
These niggas is smart. They charge you niggas to see that.
Yeah, they fucked up the whole game.
I was gonna give them the bag, but I didn't. But
I gave him a bag.
it's all right. But yeah, it's just interesting to see now this part about it. But I like to see what's going on because as podcasters, we really get to see like this is the ins and outs of what these guys are going through, and they're at the head, right? They're at the top of the fucking food chain, and look what the problems they have to go through as a team.
Yeah,
this is why I stress so much forward and behind the scenes chemistry, fam. Like if we're not on as a team, fam, if we're not all clicking, if every man's not has the same page or in the right direction, boy, can that go left quick.
Facto.
And there's a lot of shit that you don't see. And again, for the people that think like, I know that the retirement rumors are there. Yes, I am gonna retire. There's no beef here, fam. Like we love hip hop. I've loved everything for what the team, everything that's built, what Friday has taught me, what PK has taught me as a respect level and shit from the streets. Say what to say, not to say, like everything, bro. So it's not a beef thing. There's no problems. It's nothing like that. So yeah, but this one, do you think he's gonna sue them really if they continue doing the show?
I don't think they're gonna continue doing it. I think they're gonna do this one.
You think it's a one-off?
Oh, so one-off. They said what they had to say. Even Mal was like, I don't really like doing this type of shit. So like for them to continue this, now they're gonna have to be like, all right, so let's get to what's going on with fucking Ariana Grande and whoever else in the news. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't see them doing this and then people expecting people to just be like, yo, but what else? But what else about the Joe shit? You know what I'm saying? They'd have to do like 5 episodes of just talking about Joe before they can move on to other shit.
Also, too, Roy did that. They did not talk about academics, did they, the whole time? I don't think they brought up academics once.
They did to a degree. When they did actually.
They did?
Yeah, they did when
I gotta rewatch it then.
They talked about when Joe did the live at academics and they came in that day and they said something about it and Mal co-signed it. He was like, nah, I didn't like that either. I didn't like the fact that Homeboy went live with him. You know what I'm saying? Like basically like going live with the ops. He didn't say that, but like they were both not good with it and the episode was trashed that day, they said.
That's a sticky situation. Put yourself in Joe's shoes. Are you going live with somebody that me or Herc maybe like somebody that's shitting on me and Herc? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like
I've done it before, but it was to
tricky.
correct them. When I do it, because I've done it before, it's to be like, nah, man, don't say anything about the man them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I've paged people in the DMs. You know what I'm saying? About you. You know what I'm saying? Don't be bigging me. Yeah, don't big me up and shit on my mans in them.
Me?
Yeah. The nigga was banging on you in the comments over and over again. And I was like, yo. And then he'd be in my DMs like, yo, fam, just sending me information. Yo, check this out. And yo, big up. And I'm like, you can't have it both ways, my G.
Yeah, I tell people that all the time, fam. Before it was just like, yo, if you're sending shots at Friday, don't send them at me. But then it's just like, nah, fam. If you're sending shots at Friday, it's a problem, fam.
It's technically they're sending shots at all of us.
You're sending shots at all of us, fam. Like, no, fam. I want the smoke too then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Keep that.
Yeah, Joe should have dealt with that. He should have dealt with that. Like, I don't want to tell people how to deal with their shit.
Yeah.
But he should have dealt with that situation better.
He should have definitely tried to squash some sort of beef between academics and Rory or whatever.
Let's get this shit squashed. Come on to the show. Whatever we got to do. You know what I'm saying? He said that he asked Rory. Rory said he never did it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to keep on pushing the fucking button on it, fam.
But not even, okay, it's not even that you didn't do it or you come on the show and squash the beef. What's your issue? You two, let's figure it out.
Yeah.
Like,
and if he tells him, yo, I'm gonna get academics to pull up. If the nigga's standing by, no, I didn't do it, he's gonna stand by all the way till the nigga sitting in the fucking room with them.
The whole thing is, like, even there's a phone conversation, there's a Zoom conversation. Regardless, it can be recorded on either side, right? So just in case, yo, let me have both of you guys on the phone. Yo, Ak, say your issue. Rory, say your issue. Can we come to some sort of agreement where we stop shitting on each other on our platforms?
Yeah, because Ak was going at him for months, fam.
Ak is still going at him.
Yeah, he buried them. Now they're the Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That could have all been avoided if Joe had stepped in from the intro, from when the shit started sparking, from they were saying shit about the nigga, before the letter accusations and stuff like that. When they were saying sending shots at Ak on the pod.
Yeah. We ain't talk about that little nigga. This,
you know what I'm saying? He should have defended it and be like, yo, I know you guys feel you this way about him, but, you know, I've done good business with him. Let's not diss the man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just how do they have certain guys that they don't talk about? You put academics in there too.
He kind of instigated it. He kind of allowed it on both parties, and he could have been the person to just like dead this, fam.
Because it got out of control.
It's still out of control.
Yeah.
It's out of fucking control.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're blaming ACK, or the internets are blaming ACK for even the breakup in the first place and all that shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't have to go that far.
Yeah, it really didn't. It really didn't. But yeah, we could be on this all day because there's so many points that we could pull from it. I guess the point.
One more point before we get off of it.
Okay.
The 400,000.
Ooh, apparently that's cap.
What? The 400,000?
Isn't it the 400,000 that Joe was saying?
No. They said in this same thing, this Rory and Mal thing, that was one of the main points. They went through the accounting.
Mm-hmm.
The accounting came back that they were owed 400K.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then the accounting apologized. We fucked up. Yeah, you guys are owed extra 400K. We messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So they're not like saying, yo, we blame Joe. We don't think that Joe's robbing us and ray-tay-tay. But there was a $400,000 discrepancy. That's a lot of bread.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I thought you were talking about I think it was 40K that Ak was saying. Remember when he was saying on his live that they were owed 40K or something like that?
Yeah, but he's saying based off of that.
But yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So that's not a good look, fam. You can't have it where, like, yeah, you're dealing with demands a certain way, and like, however people might feel about that, that's whatever. But then on top of that, you owe them 400K?
Yeah, 400K is a lot of money. Fam. That's
Like, I got love for Joe, but come on, my guy.
400K, that's almost life-changing money.
Yeah.
That is life-changing money for certain people.
Yeah. You can't owe me 400K?
You can't owe me 100K.
Yeah.
You can't owe me $10, bro. I want my money, fam. But yeah, that's crazy. And yeah, man, I just hope both parties, I just hope they're willing to, or they're able to bounce back just as friends. I hope like they can just be cool as friends because they were all brethren before all this. And yo, bro, I tell you, bro, this media entertainment business, it's dangerous, bro. You better be strong fucking minded in this shit because it'll break you.
Yeah.
It'll break you into pieces.
Yeah. You want to do a quick break before we get to the next set of stories?
Yeah. Let's do a little break, guys. You have a break tune or you just want to break it?
No, we'll run this fucking whatchamacallit.
Oh, I was gonna Moula?
We could do the Moula one.
Yeah, let's do the Moula.
Let's pull that up here. Let me go to my history quick fast.
Yeah, man. 6 views uncut. Moula first. Team Red Daz.